Thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. They wanted me to give you a few tips to get started in Season 3, and that's great because I've got a bunch of tips for Apex Legends Mobile Season 3 that's going to help you all out, whether it's unlocking items like Fade's heirloom quicker, or tips in game to help you play better. Let's just jump straight into it. So starting off, even if you don't want to get Fade's weapon and want to wait for another Legend signature weapon, you should still complete the signature weapon quest for Fade before the end of November 3rd when they end, because these 200 signature merits will be halfway to unlocking a signature weapon of any kind. So whether you want this one or another one in the future, definitely complete these challenges. And if you need signature tributes, the ones that are paid for, you can get them in the store vault. There's a 3% chance to get 5 and a 0.77% chance to get 20. Or, a lot of people don't know this, there's a 100% chance to buy them outright with 70 vault currency. This means that you could actually get 142 signature tributes for the same amount as an Eternal skin, which is enough to unlock the signature weapon and upgrade it quite a lot. Let's talk about the Rampage next. It's a pretty strong long-range weapon that's really good at knocking multiple people without having to reload, but you may find it's a little bit difficult to fire long range because of the recoil. A good tip is to tap fire slower so that you have easier to use long range, and you may feel like using the thermite may be a good way to increase the power of it, and up close that's a great thing to do, but did you know that the thermite can actually be used to break down doors? Not just open them, but completely break them down. So if anyone's behind them, yeah, they're going to have to watch out if you've got a Rampage in your hands. The L-Star and Prowler are now in the care package, but did you know you can secretly get these weapons elsewhere in the game? They actually have a small chance of spawning on the train. They don't look like a care package weapon, but they have the same stats, so the same damage and performance as the care package versions. Unfortunately for the Prowler case, it doesn't come with the select fire and you won't be able to find that in game, but this is pretty amazing if you can land on the train and get one of these two weapons. You're going to want to do the faction challenges, but you can only do 3 per day, and once you've selected the faction challenges, you have to complete all 3 before you can select more, so be careful of this. One of the easiest ones, honestly, is to do the friends challenges and play with friends, because you can just use global chat to add friends there. There's a lot of people adding each other right now to try and get these completed. You may not know this, but if you want more signature merits, you can actually get 4 for completing each of the daily challenges and unlocking the 4 chests from that. So every day you can come back and keep getting more and more until you can unlock the heirloom. Next up, I have some tips for the Colosseum, which is super useful. When you land in the Colosseum as a hot drop, press the button there as quickly as possible. Once the timer has started, it will count all the knockdowns that happen within the Colosseum, and once the timer has ended, you'll get loot balls dropping from the sky, and the number of loot balls will be equal to the number of knockdowns that happen. But here's the good part, they don't have to be all your knockdowns, it just counts all knocked players during the time period. Not only that, but if a player gets revived, you can knock them down again and get even more. I managed to get 14 knockdowns during a hot drop, and 14 Colosseum loot balls came down. The loot balls have golden armor and equipment, as well as fully upgraded golden weapons. It's really worth landing here to get a bunch of loot to start off with. Speaking of loot, with Ash's perk that lets you see the color of death boxes on the map, if you ping it, you'll actually see what that colored loot item is, so you can quickly tap the map to see if any death boxes nearby have anything you need, like red evo armor, care package weapons, or golden knockdown shields. If the death box has multiple items of that color though, you'll only see one, so keep that in mind. Up next, I want to talk about a couple things coming to Apex Legends Mobile Season 3. I just want to give you the heads up so you're ready, because there's some pretty exciting things coming. Firstly, Second Shot Blitz is coming. It's going to be a new BR LTM. With this LTM, you get the chance to respawn automatically. So if you die, you'll just suddenly respawn again, so you get like a second life. So it's a really good way to get more practice in and potentially rack up a bunch of eliminations in a single game, because people will be respawning all over the place. So keep an eye on that. Not only that, but we're going to be getting a Halloween takeover event fairly soon. I imagine it will be the week of Halloween. You'll see care packages, respawn beacons, and supply bins being recolored. Now, be careful. The main Apex dev team likes to hide spooky surprises in the supply bins, so just be warned, there may be some things hiding in here. I haven't seen it myself. I don't know if their mobile team did the same thing, but just, yeah, if you're scared of jump scares, then, maybe get your friends to check these things first when this goes live. I hope you found this tips video useful. There's going to be a bunch more Apex Mobile again on this channel, so stay tuned, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio!